everybody. I am Jessica Koch, and this is another Profound Professionals interview. I started these interviews in 2018. It was my desire to feature industry leaders, CEOs, authors, and speakers from all over the globe that were really doing some amazing things in their industry and just truly profound, right? And today I have the honor of having John Tornese. He is the CEO of JFT Group. Welcome,
Hello.
John.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being with me today. I am so excited to learn. I know your story is going to be exciting and dynamic, and what you do for people is so needed now more than I think ever in history. So this is going to be an exciting interview. Can you start by just telling us where you're from?
Yes, ma'am. I come out of the Bronx, actually, and my family moved upstate. Where I grew up was more of the country setting, okay? And we moved down county when I was 17, and I started working. My father pulled me out of school because he had a printing company, right? I worked with him in that 27 years, okay?
Wow.
While that was going on, I had other companies of my own off on the side, okay, because I love business. Now, in the printing industry, we had 400 people working for us.
Wow.
Full plant, 50,000 square feet. We had big accounts, I mean, really major. Remember when they had the come back to us for the phone company?
Yeah.
We were doing 10 million cards a week for them.
Wow.
And this has went on for 2 years, okay?
That was the gravy train season, right?
That's right. Big work.
Yeah.
The point is, I think because I went in so young,
Yeah.
I loved it. That it's a challenge to me.
Yeah.
Now, going back to when I was a kid, I got hit by a car at 5, and I stuttered from that.
Wow.
As you can tell, I control it now. Once in a while, I'll get stuck. But can you imagine being a kid and it being so bad that you want to run a company and on the phone constantly and most people don't understand what it is, so they think you're crazy or they think you're this, but I'm the kind of person, nothing stops me. I'm going to do something until I can do it. And when I do it,
I just met you.
It is done 100% correct. One day Mayor Koch came down on the press, okay? Yeah. He is tall like you have no idea. And I had to print all these buildings that were old and being fixed up. And he said to me, wow, what a beautiful job, this, that, other thing. So my father was there. They walked away. And my grandfather came to me and says, you want to be good at things? Never say how good something is. Say, how could I have made it better? Well, it actually stuck with me. I can actually, Rob, with my eyes, do what you do the same way, and every time make it better. And I have done that with every business that I've ever had. And I've owned over 70 corporations. Now, true, I would start my own, buy the assets of the other company, and pull it into me. But I have gone into food prep, vending machines, public pay phones. I've done so many different things, and they say, a public pay phone. Well, I had 10,000 of them. I had an ATM business, 400 of them. Now, when I started that software writing that I did, and I innovated that industry to where it was automated. So the way I wound up into what I'm doing now, that we technically should always be a combination of our sum. So everything I learned, I put together. Now, I have 8 children, okay, some stepchildren. One of my daughters didn't want to go to school, and her argument was that because my father wouldn't let me go, I insist my kids go. Not that they have to, because, you know, but I want them to go, even if it's going to educate them and broaden their mind. At least let them get that under their belt so they could be that much ahead to either help their husband or their wife or whatever it's going to be. Okay? So I went to school at 52, got a master's in 5 years.
Wow.
Okay, in my current field. Now, true, I brought a lot to the table. So when the professors were talking, I was actually having conversations with them. Now, I worked in that department, and they loved it because most of these young kids, they don't even speak up. And that it's very hard to teach children when they're not engaged.
Yeah.
I take the most out of any environment that I am in, and I loved it.
I believe it.
And I started my company now. I'm in business. The corporation itself started in 2012. But I retooled my ATM business, and I made it my accounting business. But it's much more than only that, okay? Which you'll see the website soon. But the whole point is I love dealing with people. I love to meet people. I meet people from every walk of life. And while I'm helping them, they're actually teaching me out of their own life. Because like I said, I can hear a story, I can relate, and I can learn from it. That's just my nature. So
I love that you let nothing stand in your way. And we have so much more in common than you. We just got the chance to meet, and I believe that there was nothing that would stop you. I have 7 children. Several of them are stepkids, but my husband and I have been together 20 years. He's from Long Island. So we have 5 girls and 2 boys, and I love your philosophies. I love that you have done so much to continually improve yourself so that you can be that better service for your customers. Let's talk a little bit about the company. Let's share the website with them and give them a little bit of a tour.
You got it. Let me just click on it and share it, and there you go.
Okay.
Now, I designed this actually myself. I did it, and then I actually took it and I had somebody take it, post it for me, because I just don't have the time to maintain it. But I tried to do something that people can actually play with and learn from it. So the first thing you can see is my client portal here. You click on this, and you get this after you log in. My clients can access all of this.
Wow.
So they automatically get Word and Excel and only their QuickBook file. Okay?
Fantastic.
I am very careful where people will not know other people's information.
Right.
Okay? But the point is that when you go down now, as I advertise on the radio waves, okay, people can play it, okay, and it's there. And then I put in this toolbar, right? I tried to keep it simple, not to have it busy. But it's hard because I'm doing so many things, you know, and the way people are today, they're up at night, and they want to play with, and they want to learn on their own first. So I tried to make it somewhat fun. On the main page, I put things that the people see. I bought a building.
Yeah, I love the video.
Now, if you look at this building, I bought this building.
Wow, beautiful.
Okay, last year. Okay, and it's really top notch. Okay, I mean it's really a fantastic piece. I'm gonna go through it quick, just so you get a feel of it. Okay, my staff, me, that's my office. When it was on the upper floor because I had people downstairs.
Right.
Okay. And I actually fixed up many of this, painted, did the floor over. I am always doing something. Okay. But back to the website. Now, in here, you pick the service, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you click on this, you can click here and go into those types.
Sure.
Okay, they can contact us from there, simple form. Okay, they can see us, they can contact us. Nice, neat, and clean. Okay.
I love the document resources you have in those videos for certain different services. I feel like that was really great of you to give those resources out.
So now I looked at it like I get people come to me for everything. I just got my real estate license because my clients want me to help them sell their house or they're moving. They want me to find them somebody that can help them buy something because they really trust me. Okay. So I went to school. I took a 3-month class in 1 month because I went early morning, went to my office, went back at night. Okay. Just to get that done. But the point is, I'm always adding services. And if you look at it, it's all financial health care to me. Whether I'm going to help them fix their credit. And when I'm doing that, it's not a fly-by-night service. It's attorneys that I have. Okay, where I'm giving them their report, showing them where their issues are. I give it to the lawyer. They are on top of them. And then I'm making a very nominal fee. But the client's getting a better credit score. And that's what matters
really
to me.
Yeah, that's really important too.
Right? Yeah. Now, taxes. I help people that owe back taxes. I'm so well known here, the IRS agents, the local ones know me. They come to audits and they always give me praise, like they had never had an audit handled more properly, where they got everything they needed right there. You know, that means a lot to me, okay? Because when they come to me, they trust me that I'm giving them accurate. What does that bring to the table for the client?
Right.
You know? Okay. Tax prep, we handle that. Corporation, nonprofit, personal taxes, LLCs, yada, yada. Corporate services. We start brand new companies. I love it because I get to teach my client the proper way to run their business and be successful. Because I spent most of my time on the other side of the table. I can explain to them what they can do, what they can't do to bridge the gap. Because once they pick up bad habits, their firm is either going to struggle or it's doomed. So it's better to catch them before it happens. That's my opinion. Okay. Then we move over to here. I help people come in the country legally, the way it should be. Okay. You could book your own appointment because you get my calendar and you can see when it's free. You can book it. It comes right to me. Videos. I put things in here like here. I'll show you a short one. Way to go.
It's just down below. I love those. I love that you have the videos. If you scroll down a bit, yeah.
Oh, here, see? Just to explain what not to do. You know, because I could talk sometimes and some people I'm not going to reach. But a stupid enactment like this that people can understand how it's not only what you say, but what not to say, that innocently get you in hot water.
Right.
Okay? But you have those. You got story of why it's important. Bookkeeping. See?
Yep. Those are fun.
Okay, they're just fun things.
Yeah.
In here, you get all kinds. Hey, quiet now. Forms, right?
Yeah.
See?
I love the resources. These are fantastic.
Okay, and then a blog. Okay, where they can go and see different things in here. Okay, and then they click on this, and there you go.
That's right.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And then contact. Okay, it's simple, it's clean.
Yeah.
You know, but it does quite a bit. And then obviously up here, BB&B, they can put a Google thing there, and they can click and call me right from here. Goes right to my private cell phone that my wife wants to shoot me. But sometimes when people have a problem, they want to talk to somebody right away, even if I can get them to calm down and come and see me. Yeah. You know, like one guy said to me, he says, you know, you promise people that you're going to help them. Well, he had a major problem and he owed the government like $200,000. Okay. And that's not even my biggest one that had a problem. But what he said to me was fantastic. That he said, you know, I really thought you were full of it. But when I got done with my audit, you saved me 50% off of what I had to pay. Not hocus pocus, but you redid the books where I could take what I should be able to take, and you handled everything, which took it off of me because I was going to have a stroke. You know what I mean? So that really makes you feel good. Yeah. I felt bad that he thought that way, but the way the world is, people promise the world and don't deliver. Yeah. I do. I stand behind what I do. I'm there for the people. Oh, okay, if it's our fault, I'll fix it for free. Okay? But we don't make errors. Nobody's perfect. But if it's something that we should have handled differently, I don't charge to fix that. Okay? Other companies, they don't care. But I stand behind what I do, or my people do.
I love that. So the very best way to get started and see how they can work with you and where's the best place to start based on what they need is really just to reach out and book an appointment online with you. Is that correct?
Exactly. Zoom appointment is fine. They want to come in person, that's fine. I literally have customers across the country. I have people fly in every 6 months just to see me.
But they don't need to. They can work with you from anywhere in the United States.
They can ship it to me, and they can enter it. One more feature that I will want to show you. First of all, my tax software costs me $5,000 a year. So I don't play with these free programs and these cheap knockoffs. Everything I do is top notch. Even my QuickBooks, which the client gets for free. It's the enterprise with everything. And when I do something, the documents are loaded into it. So it's at their fingertips. So they have access to their QuickBook files 24 hours a day. They could log in, they could print checks, they could do, now mind you, I'm showing you my company file. It's not a customer file.
Right.
But the point is, if you write a check here, right? And let me go back. Whatever the bill was, there it is. So you want better than that? Meaning, so like if you ever got audited, think about it. What's it going to cost you? Whereas other accountants, oh, that's the client's responsibility to keep it. And then when something happens, you're going crazy to find stuff from 3, 4, 5, 8 years ago when it's all right here. It's all at your fingertips.
That's fantastic.
Right? I mean, I think it's great because what I did is I have people here at different levels, so I could charge the people as minimal as possible, whether it's the bookkeeping. All right? I have people at the right level doing the right work.
Right.
You know?
That makes really good sense. So I know you're always hiring and growing. Is there anything else you want to share as you've expanded? I really want to emphasize that you can work with John and his team no matter where you live in the United States. He does work with you virtually, and his services are outstanding. We talked about the tax-related piece. One of the other things we were discussing that you're able to do is take a look at some of the taxes filed in the past.
Right.
And do some verification on those.
Yeah.
And that's an important thing to think about. Everybody's trying.
I get people that come to me. I got to go 12 years back. Most accountants, they don't even have the software. I do. Okay. And I'm hiring also. So if other accountants see this and they have a small practice, they could use my servers, my software, bring their clients in. I could work a percentage for them where they will save money, which is what they're going to be giving me, and they're still going to save money. So I grow further. Okay? I do a lot of things.
Well, and that gives them some structure with a system and a process that you have that works for them to lean on, and then they can grow. And you guys grow together. I think
I get some people tell me, look, I'm getting older. I want to think about, I want to get phased out, buy me out. Or I want to stay on, I'll deal with the client. You guys handle the back end. And I give them a piece. But the client always comes out on top.
Right.
There's no shady thing going on. The client's not paying more. I just make a deal with the other accountants to where I am going to increase my base, and then they're phased out or they stay on in some capacity.
Right. Well, and that's a great. I mean, accountants really do, and CPAs and bookkeeping services and things. They do need to think about their exit strategy, right? And so this is a fantastic way to think about, well, where am I going to go if I don't have a family member to pass this business on to?
Exactly.
How am I going to have some longevity? So,
and they can earn money monthly, even if they say, you know what, give me 5%. Here, take it, go with it, pay me something for it, and then give me something that it all depends what it is.
Sure.
I always make a fair deal because that's the way it's going to work, right? It's got to be fair.
Right. I love that that's very customizable, an opportunity that's very customizable and unique. So please reach out to John. Your story has been very inspiring. I love that you have let nothing stop you. Have we covered everything that we really wanted to make sure we shared with them about the business and the story together? You think we're good?
Okay.
One of my other reasons for starting Profound Professionals was to feature people who are not just knowledgeable and really doing business at a high level of integrity and differently, which I love that you are. You really have approached this very uniquely, but also that we're doing something to support the community or the world in a greater way. And you really have embraced how you support people in this need and these different services, which are, I think, like I said, more valuable now than ever before. What is something that you're doing beyond that?
All right. From my youth, I saw my father, when people would come in, small or large, he would handle it for them with the same mannerism. And one customer couldn't get a little stupid printing done, a stupid little card, because, well, that company became a huge deal over 10 years to where we were doing $40,000 a month in printing for them, okay?
Wow.
From a little tent card, okay? But that lesson, like I said, I learned from interacting with people and seeing things happen. I turn around and I donate 5 to 10% of what my annual sales are of the previous year to doing real pro bono work. And I say real because most people don't know this, but when an attorney does pro bono work, it's not pro bono. They actually get paid out of a federal or state fund. That money is kept out of other stuff. But this is a real pro bono. And you say, well, why do you do that? I do that because sometimes you got family members of these people or children later of these people, or even adults that later they turn their life around. I'm not doing to get it later. I believe in paying it forward, but even paying it forward, it can even come back to me. And I did something to help this person move through a very problematic period in their life. Okay? And I've had many blessings in my life. Okay? That every time a door would close on me, 3 more would open up. But I believe you have to be smart enough to take the opportunities as put forth. And most people don't do that. You know, I worry about, my favorite saying is, I worry about what I can control and the rest I leave to God.
Yeah.
Because if I can't control it, I'm not going to spend energy on things that are out of my control. I will minimize it as much as I can, and then it's a faith thing for me. Because I'm just going to get old. I'm already bald. I don't need to lose anything. So, you know, I say, what the hell? You know, just go forward.
It has been fantastic getting to know you. I want to thank everyone watching, and I really appreciate your showing your appreciation and your kindness by sharing, and commenting this. All of the ways to reach John will be in the description of this YouTube video below, or if you're finding this in the LinkedIn article, you'll find it there too. We are very grateful for you, and thank you, John, for being on the show. And
thank you for having me.
Until the next Profound Professionals, I'm Jessica Koch. Good night, everybody.
Good night.